Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name is Rochelle and I am doing the weekly reading for the collective. It's timeless in general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. And remember that when you see this, it's for the coming week for you. I'm going to start with my Wisdom of the Oracle deck, see what it has to say, and then dive in with some other decks. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing and helping my channel to grow. And if this happens to resonate, please leave a comment. All right, so here we go. Unfinished Symphony, number 10. And there's Lioness Peaches Yum Yum Kitty Cat. Good morning. Thanks for being here. The Fates in Reverse, number 17. And there's the Sun. Hello. Oh, and happy 26. Okay. There's something that needs to be closed out, finished up, tie up some loose ends. Something that you've been working on somehow. It could even be involving a connection with somebody. There's unfinished symphony is like unfinished business, kind of. And with the Fates in reverse, I feel like there's a struggle to go with the flow or to let something close out. Like, it could be something where you have to end it, you have to kind of put your best effort into completing, and you don't want to because that means that maybe this is something that you feel sentimental about, or you have some reason that you don't want it to end, and so there could be resistance, um, or it could be, yeah. Anyway, um, ultimately it seems like overcoming this resistance, kind of learning to trust that you are being led in a direction that is really positive for you, even though there's resistance. It's like letting yourself be led by the universe in a new direction, kind of dutifully finishing something out, even though there's a bitterness, the bittersweet symphony. um, anyway, this is all leading to, once you can kind of get into the flow, it's leading to this very happy, content energy. Um, you're being led to something that is so much better than where you were. I don't know about better, but it's definitely, whatever you're resisting, there's no need to resist because the outcome is very favorable. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a look at the heart's hidden secrets. Happy birthday! Is it the's birthday? The sun? Happy birthday! Nice. Very cool. What is today? April 2nd. Nice. You missed April Fool's Day. Okay. So we've got escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing away. Hmm. Bitterness. Isn't that interesting that I said bitterness? Resentment, anger, and hurtful words. Conflict, clashing differences, and incompatibility. Hmm. So, yeah, there's a connection here that is difficult, has been difficult. One of you is leaving the scene or uh, avoiding dealing with something, possibly because of it feeling a lot of heavy feelings like anger, resentment, um and with hurtful words here, it could be where you would rather walk away than say something that you might regret, kind of like um if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. And but it could be too where one person is walking away or avoiding or blocking, you're just like, no, not doing this, and the other person is upset about this. Ultimately there's conflict, incompatibility, differences. This is why something needs to be closed out. This potentially this connection needs to um, be resolved somehow. And I just keep looking at this fates here in reverse. It's like I'm getting like desperately wanting to leave, but then you still get kind of caught back up in the drama or something. It's like trying to control a situation that is out of your control, or somebody is. So, okay, let's go with the Osho Zen Tarot. Ooh, we've got nothingness, no thingness, which is in other decks. This is the Hierophant, Taurian energy. The Revel, which is the Emperor, Aries energy. And okay, and we've got what is this? The Knight of Clouds. Mind. It's like there's the nothingness is kind of this, it's this energy of it's the void. It's where like nothing exists, nothing, but it's where everything exists. Um it's what do I okay. It's where all the possibilities exist for moving in a new direction that is fulfilling, that I'm always drawn to this guy cuz he's breaking those chains that have bound him, and he's got his own light and he's being guided, getting some kind of message, possibly in which direction to go, because I keep kind of focusing on this escaping. It's like it's like you realizing that there's so much better that's available to you, that's out there. And you're kind of like, okay, I have been held back up to this point. Been holding myself back. I've let others or that someone else hold me back. I'm not doing that anymore. The rebel is all about just kind of living unapologetically and being very connected to source, to the universe. And it's such a different energy from this mind. At first I was thinking that maybe this is, as you break the chains, you're still in your head, but I kind of feel like this is you, you as the the rebel here, breaking the chains, shining your own light, heading in a new direction that is very divinely guided. And the other person here is all up in their head because they don't, they're very bitter about you walking away, about you reclaiming your power. Um, it almost feels like this person thought they had a lot more control over you than, and they're realizing they don't, and this has got them all kind of discombobulated and kind of paralyzed even. Hmm. Okay. So let me go with the elemental oracle. Oh, oh, and there's Mojo Tarot. Thank you for being here. Volcanoes and Power. Number 9. Rain and Fecundity. 35. That word always makes me giggle. um, yeah. And Magnetism and Attraction. 37. Which breaks down to a 10. Unfinished Symphony is also a 10. I feel like you're you're becoming aware or more aware of how what you've been attracting into your life, the types of relationships, the types of experiences and situations. And because you're going through some kind of rebirth, this card always makes me think of rebirth, being forged in the fire, kind of coming out very, very pure, very like solid, like how you might take some kind of ceramic thing that you make and you put it in the kiln to harden it, to solidify it. You're you're coming to some kind of solidification within yourself. You're and it's almost like a phoenix rising. This character, she's got the fire, of course. She's coming out of the volcano, but it's like there's almost like there are these wings behind her, um, or him, them, and it's like I said, you're reclaiming your power. You are rising from, not just rising from the ashes, but rising from the heat and allowing yourself to be cooled off. Um, uh, I'm getting what's the word was there and it's gone again. Oh, morning brain, curse you. Um, yeah, it's like the rain comes and cools you off and kind of, you have this rebirth and then you have this time where you just kind of the fecundity. It's all about like blossoming and things coming to fruition. And the rain, it's like it's this very cleansing energy, and it's providing growth, allowing growth. Um and interesting too, because this 35 breaks down to an 8. Both the fates and happy are 8s as well. So it's like you're allowing, the rain is coming. Something is happening that is helping to cool you off, that is helping to, like, there's a blossoming that's happening. A fruit, something is coming to fruition that you've been working on, or just yourself specifically. And you're like remagnetizing yourself to something different. You are vibrating at a different frequency than you did prior to this kind of rebirth, this huge awakening. I'm getting, even going with the Queen of the Moon oracle. Uh-oh, I feel a sneeze coming. No. Excuse me. Oh, now I'm gonna be all sniffly. Okay. We've got discernment. Number 10 again. Um, discernment about about what you need to close out, what you need to tie up. And also discernment about what you want to attract versus what you've been attracting that may not align with how you're changing. And growth. Number 5, the number of change. Yeah, we've got major growth happening, and growth is landing with rain. The rain is allowing for the growth. Um, extremes. 34. This growth, I'm drawn to the fact that she's holding the timepiece. I don't know if you can see it. Um, there's some, that period of time where you kind of you burst forth onto the scene, you have this major awakening, this rebirth, and you need time to integrate it all, to find your sea legs, to, yeah, like the butterfly coming out of the cocoon, needing to rest, needing to dry its wings. There's a period of time of transition as you're this discernment. You're learning um how to choose differently than you have before. This is a part of your growth. And this extremes, you could find yourself kind of swinging back and forth, the going from one extreme to another as you find your footing. It's not a simple one and done process. It takes time it to figure out what works for you and what doesn't, because you're changing. You've got this whole new fresh perspective, fresh attitude, and you're realizing that you are ready to, you are wanting to make different choices. Put your focus on something different than before. I want to get a card from the mystical shaman oracle. The Hunter, 27. Okay, so let me just take a look at this real quick. Rely on your own skills to traverse the thick forest you are in to reach your destination. You need to follow the tracks left by spirit to claim your bounty, which is already prepared and being offered to you. Which makes me think of this rain and fecundity. um, you've got a major bounty coming in. Do not follow the maps drawn by others. Be the rebel, as they will not lead you true. Instead, become the map maker, find your internal compass, and use all your senses, including your common sense. Yeah, this is breaking away. This escaping, because wherever you were, it kept you stuck. And you're meant to march or dance to the beat of your own drum. I mean, dance, right? Yeah. So oh, you know what? I'm gonna pick some cards from my Voyager tarot. Oh, thanks, guys. Blessing me for my sneeze. All right, we've got reflection, two of worlds. And interesting that reflection lands under discernment. Creativity and three of crystals. Creativity lands under growth and rain. Um, yeah, you're tapping into some kind of creative energy within you, feeling inspired. And courage, 7 of wands. Now you could be, I mentioned this earlier, but you could be struggling, like struggling or finding it challenging to fully settle in to this new perception or perspective, or having trouble at least right away settling in, because it's it, it's unfamiliar. It feels unfamiliar, and so you're trying to find your balance. Like I said, you're trying to find your footing as you kind of, you feel like you're on the right track, but then you might get caught up in your head sometimes, second guessing yourself, wondering if you're actually on the right track, looking at your past and thinking, well, have I really learned my lessons? Um, Maybe I'm just gonna keep ending up in situations that are difficult somehow. Um, you could feel yourself having, like, you could be dealing with mood swings, but it's just a part of how your psyche, um the your kind of, mm, how do I say it, your emotions are coming into balance with your kind of intellect, with your mind. And it's how it's supposed to be playing out. There are going to be times when you feel like you're spinning your wheels, or you're even going backwards, like not in the direction you want to go. But it's a part of this integration process. Really focus on what does inspire you. This creativity, it can, you want to focus this energy into something as you reflect on how you're changing, what's important to you, what kind of energy do you not want in your life anymore. And it takes a lot of courage to step onto a path that is brand new, and you have no idea what what's around the next corner. But you are being led. So, um yeah, I'm gonna get some cards from my spirit animal oracle. Pig spirit 47, use your mind wisely. Use your mind wisely. Get it, use it in your favor rather than against yourself. Easier said than done, especially if you're an overthinker like me. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Yep, 25. Use your mind wisely, learn from the past. That's where discernment comes in. Flamingo spirit, embrace the in between. 26. Yep. Yep. It's it's just like I was saying, you're transitioning, and the transition process typically is not smooth. It's not a one and done. it takes a little bit of time, and it takes surrender as well. Um, knowing that sometimes there is nothing you can do. You are meant to go in a certain direction, and you can, it's like the universe taking you kicking and screaming. You're still going to end up, you know, getting thrust into some kind of situation that, whether you like it or not, kind of thing. So you can be dragged kicking and screaming, or you can go willingly, and it will be a much more comfortable experience. And I feel like that's where you're finding your balance, with these extremes. It's like, um it you're learning how to work with the discomfort of not knowing where you're heading, not knowing the outcome. That's a part of having courage. Um and ultimately trusting that you've been in some kind of in between situation before, and you came out the other side. It happens fairly regularly in life. And so when you can just kind of learn from the past, remember what you have been through before, and that you have come through it successfully. um, And by successfully, I mean that you've come out the other side. Regardless of what the outcome was, you got something from it and you survived. And that's a big deal in some situations. And that's important to remember. So, yeah, okay. I'm going to get an abundance angel card. Hurry up. We've got conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply, and you purchase only that which you need. Okay, be a conscious consumer. Yeah. So, somehow this growth or rebirth that you're going through, it's gonna that's a part of the discernment too, is becoming much more deliberate about um, where you put your resources, your energy, your time, your focus, your love. Yeah. So getting a chakra card. We've got divine will, crown chakra. I align my will with the divine will. Is that? Yeah, okay. I, I align my will with the divine will, allowing wisdom from the higher realms to support and guide my evolution on this earth. I grow when I settle into the service of myself and others. I leave space for the magic of the universe to play in my life. I allow the unfolding. I leave space for the magic of the universe to play in my life. And I feel like that's kind of what this is speaking to. Um, allowing, let's see, getting into that energy of being open to the magic that surrounds us all the time. Um, getting into that understanding that the universe, kind of throws out little bits of things every so often, breadcrumbs, if you will. I don't, it's like following the breadcrumb trail in a way, um, as opposed to breadcrumbing. Anyway, it's beautiful. You are being led. You might as well go go willingly rather than keep it kicking and screaming, because where you are heading is awesome, and there's a lot of happiness there. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thanks so much again for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if it resonates.